Okay, so if you have ever owned a VR or even seen any VR video ever, you have probably seen this game.
Hello, human. Welcome to an accurate simulation of Office Worker.
Job Simulator is a game created by Alchemy Labs, and I think it's safe to say that it is the most popular VR game of all time. When you first got your VR, this is probably one of the first games you got. When I got my VR, it was one of the first games I got. Everybody has this game because it's just so popular, and you know it's just a safe time, a good game. It's all that. So with Job Simulators being one of the most popular VR games ever, guess what? There's gonna be a sequel. I mean, there has to be. Alchemy Labs couldn't just leave it at Job Simulator. We need a vacation simulator. This is Vacation Simulator, created yet again by Alchemy Labs 3 years later. That's a long distance. 3 years later? Whatever though, because it was worth the wait. This game is a lot more interesting than Job Simulator. In Job Simulator, you just stayed still and did your task. I'm not complaining, the tasks are still fun after all. You can throw stuff at people and they get mad.
Hey, that almost hurt.
That's funny. But in Vacation Simulator, you can actually move around. In Job Simulator, you stayed in one spot and just had to do your task there. Vacation Simulator, you use the joystick on your controller to teleport around you. That's pretty cool. They also introduced this mechanic where if you wave at someone, they will talk to you.
Isn't the party great, human?
That's epic. There are 3 locations in Vacation Simulator: the beach, the forest, and the mountains, each having different tasks. What do you get if you do that task? Memories. Memories? Yeah, this game has a story. Basically, this guy right here wants you to collect memories for efficiency or something like that, I don't even know. So you do that by completing tasks in each area. So overall, this game does have a lot going for it. A lot more than Job Simulator. In that game, you just did your task, and after that, what are you supposed to do? Put more modes in? Well, I guess you could do the infinite overtime, but we're going to talk about that later, trust me. So, this game has a lot going for it, like I just said, and there's even another mode in the game where it plays more like Job Simulator. That's pretty cool. It's called Back to Job, and it takes you back to the clerk. So not only can you go on vacation, you can still go back to jobbing. Oh yeah, that's cool. So this game also has some challenging puzzles and other stuff that just takes so long that'll keep you playing for a while. Like that sandcastle puzzle, I hate that one, never gonna finish it. But now, I'm going to tell you about my favorite Alchemy Labs game. It's better than Job Simulator in my opinion. It's better than Vacation Simulator in my opinion. It's better than any game they've made. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's my favorite Alchemy Labs game. Wait, no. No, that is not the game, you imbecile, you fool, you nitwit, that is not the game! Alchemy Labs made the game, but it's not the game I own. I don't own that game at all, so we're not talking about it. No. I'm gonna be talking about this gem instead. Okay, so I'm assuming none of you know what this game is, so let me give you a quick breakdown. Don't worry, it's going to be really fast, so here we go. Cosmonious High is a game that was released March 31st, 2022 by Alchemy Labs. Unlike Job Simulator and Vacation Simulator, this is the first VR games Alchemy made that doesn't involve the robots. The main characters in both Vacation Simulator and Job Simulator were bots. In this game, there are none. This game takes place entirely in a high school that was built in space. It's entirely about aliens, you're an alien, so let me just say, this high school is giant. Especially in space, I'm assuming this is the biggest space high school ever. There are 3 different wings you can go to, and there's even a giant upstairs floor. What the heck? Why is there... I don't know, the upstairs floor doesn't even do anything, so... So, in Job Simulator, you couldn't move at all. In Vacation Simulator, you would teleport to certain spots. You can't move freely, but you could go to certain spots. But in Cosmonious High, you can go wherever you want. You can teleport there, you can teleport as far as you want, as short as you want. Doesn't matter, you can teleport wherever you want. The main objective of the game is pretty simple. You earn credits in class, which can then unlock more places and classes in the school, in which you need to do more credits in those places and classes to unlock even more places and classes, to do even more credits in those classes to unlock even more classes. So, that sounds kinda boring. What the heck, the same cycle over and over again? Who wants to do that? Me. Because this game has some of the most unique things to do in each class. I'll be getting more into that during the gameplay section, but for now, one class is never like the other. There are various students in the building, meaning there will be a lot of different students in each class. So one class will never be like the other class in terms of subject and classmates. Everyone has their own unique personality, and each class has different things you need to do to earn credits. Just like real school! Yowie wowie! So now that you know the general idea of what Cosmonious High is, let's get into the gameplay. Because sure, this game can sound all fun and cool, but if the gameplay is trash, who's gonna wanna play it? Let's go, gameplay now. The gameplay for this game is leaps and bounds better than Vacation Simulator and Job Simulator, and I'm going to explain why, so here we go. Alright, so I already established this, but you can teleport freely wherever you want by using your joystick. That's pretty cool, and not only can you teleport, but similar to Vacation Simulator, you wave at students and teachers to get their attention. Now, one of the coolest things about this game in my opinion is the dialogue. Usually in VR games, the NPCs can only talk to you, but in this game you can actually respond to them. Simply place your control where your mouth is and pull. A small bubble will appear with several emojis. Simply click on one of the emojis to respond. That's pretty cool, right? Now you can actually talk to people. But there is one problem. It can sometimes be a blind guess because you don't know what the emoji means. Does this mean I'm flirting with her? Am I embarrassed? Am I telling her a secret? What am I doing? If objects are too far away from you and you want to be lazy and not take the time to move 3 steps in front of you, you could simply point at the object and flick your wrist. Bam! The object is now in your hand. Isn't that nifty? Now, the main selling point for this game, however, are your powers. I'll get into how you get these powers and stuff during the story section, but let's first talk about what they are. You have 8 powers, in which you can access by hitting that weird little orb thing in the middle of your hand. These powers are Fire, which shoot fire out of your hand, Resize, which resizes objects to small or big depending on how you are feeling, Tornado, which is basically one big suction cup kind of thing, Water, it shoots water. Wow, I'm shocked. Ice, which freezes things, obviously. Crystals, which are probably the most unique one here. You can use these to create crystal lines, and they break if you hit them. The purple one, which I've got the name of, so I'm just going to be calling it Force, makes it so you can either pull object towards or away you. And finally, Telepathy, which makes you read the minds of people. Honestly, all these powers are really cool, and they are all used for solving puzzles and to help clean up Cosmonious High after a disaster happened. Yeah, more on that during the story. So let's talk about the classes now, because that's probably why you're here. Now, there are honestly so many credits in each class that it'll take forever for me to explain them all to you, and plus, I don't want to spoil anything. So I'm just going to go over 2, okay? A credit you can get in Cosmonious is where you need to help Honk with his stupid little assignment. Now, off topic, but this game's voice acting is great. All the voices go perfectly with each character and it just feels natural. Of course you can't hear it, but in a bit you will be able to. Anyway, you gotta spray ice in this weird void thing. Once you spray ice, Honk gives you a planet ball, which is basically just a basketball but in space, yowie wowie. And you simply have to throw it into the void, so it's like a Portal Forever loop thing. Friend gives you soup and asks you to throw it into the portals just like you did with the planet ball, and once you do it, she makes the worst joke ever.
Oh, no.
Super Collider!
That's it, no.
Now is a good time to tell you that there are multiple assignments in each class, so this isn't the only assignment in Cosmonious. After I'm finished with this, as you can see, I still have 2 more. Next is Visual Ethics, aka Art class. The first assignment in this class is basically draw stuff for Spec, you know, this person. You have to draw her a sword, then draw her a shield, which mine broke, oopsie, then draw her a crown. Spec is a very interesting character, and apparently she was fighting some galactic war, hence why she kept disappearing, and this is also why she wanted all these drawings. So, there you go. But while this assignment is very basic, I did want to only give out the 2 most basic and easy assignments as to not spoil anything. You need to see the rest for yourself, they are much better than this one. Now, after you complete enough assignments, what if you want to check how many credits you have? Introducing the backpack. Similar to Vacation Simulator, throwing your hand over your shoulder will reveal a backpack. Oh man, there's a lot to unpack here.
I'm funny.
Anyway, there are many different sections in the backpack. You got the void, which is pretty much where you can store items if you need to save them. It's pretty nifty and you'll use it a lot during gameplay. The camera is pretty self-explanatory, it's a camera, and it works the exact same as how it did in the Vacation Simulator. Simply put the camera out, hover in front of you, or just snap a picture of it. Whatever, it doesn't matter, you get the picture and you get to save it. Credits, which shows you how many credits you have and what areas you need to collect them in. Social, now this is pretty much a bunch of side quests. There are 6 of them. I will go over all of these in the story section, so don't worry about them, they are extremely fun though. The cards, which is for a social thing, so we will skip over that too. The blebs, which are these cute little slime things that are everywhere in Cosmonious High. You have to collect them for a social thing as well. And the last 2 are settings and vision accessibility. So yeah, that's your backpack. Now there are more ways to earn credits than, just being in class. There are these little station things all around the school. Just do what it is on them and boom, you get a free credit. You can also use your powers to fix parts of the school. Doing that enough will yet again also get you credits. I don't think that's legal too, having students fix like everything, that can't be allowed. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's the main gameplay part out of the way. I know that was a lot, but there's a lot to do in this game. I didn't even mention half the game features, but you know what? Let's just get into the story. Alright, I'm not going to go over the entire story because, why would I? Then you would know what the entire game's plot is. So I'm only going to be going over the introduction as well as all the students. Okay, so you are a Prismy. What's a Prismy? Basically a very rare alien thing that looks like this. You are so rare in fact that you are the first Prismy to ever be enrolled in the Cosmonious High, ever, in the history of the school. Because, surprisingly, none of the 12 other students are Prismies. So you pick your backpack, change your look, do all that, and get enrolled. After that, go into the school bus, train, what is this thing? For some reason, nobody else is on here with you, and you even have to start the thing yourself. This stupid intercom thing then starts the New Kid Protocol, which, believe it or not, has plot relevance. Anyway, you get on the school bus thing and get to school, but oh no! The intercom crashed into the building! Oh no! What are we gonna do? Nah, it's all good. He's got the sprinkler system. Everything is chill. Well, that's a lawsuit. And it looks like we're gonna die. Oh no, but wait! Your hands get all glowy, and your controller starts to vibrate, and BAM! You're in some void thing, and you'll see this void 8 other times through your playthrough because it happens every time you are about to get a new power, so if you like it, good job. Anyway, these weird little doodle things go to your hand, and after a while, you now have the water power. So take out all those flames and you can now exit the school bus thingy. Okay, so now is a great time to introduce every single student in this game, all 12 of them. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, Fren! She is a biped, that's her species. Basically, anything that looks like this is a biped. She is literally just very friendly and tells bad jokes, and is honestly not important at all, like she doesn't even have a social. Blort! They are a flan. So any slime creatures you see, besides plebs, are flans. Honestly, they are only ever important at the start of the game. Blur has a social quest where you need to try to convince him to go ask Honk out.
How did you guess I like Honk? You can't tell anyone, okay?
Okay. Social quests take up a lot of the gameplay, and you will spend a while doing each of them. However, this specific one will take you the shortest amount of time, so whatever. Specs! She is a Trisk, so any 2D floaty thing you see are Trisk. Off topic, but I love this 2D effect, it's so trippy. Specs is also kind of important. You will spend a lot of assignments with her, and she has a whole social quest about getting her planner, which took me way too long to do, like... Bleg! This dude is honestly the most forgettable character in the game. I'm not even kidding. I forgot he existed until I started writing the script. He's this emo punk who's like, suffering is so cool, I'm so emo, I drink coffee. He also has like 3 assignments and doesn't have a social thing, so I forgot he was there for 99% of the game. Honk! To be honest, Honk is pretty important. Having a few assignments together and having his own social thing. He loves Planet Ball, aka basketball but for space, and it's pretty funny too. But other than that, he's just slightly better than everyone else. Litan! Someone who I also forgot was in this game. You have like 3 assignments with her, and despite having her own social thing, you just forget about her. She's like the second most forgettable one. Gleg, though, he's still the most forgettable. All my homies hate Gleg. Jalam, who despite having like no assignments with, is one of the most memorable characters in the game. I never said she was important, but she probably has one of the longest social quests ever. You have to go around finding these stupid Pokemon card knockoffs so you two can be rivals. Why would anyone want to be rivals with someone? Nonetheless, the cards are fun to look at, and she's a really cool character. Zip, also known as everyone's favorite character. I don't know why, but everyone seems to think Zip is the best character ever. They are a shy introvert who really likes blebs. Similar to Jalam, you don't have that many assignments with Zip, but their side quest is finding every bleb in the game, so that will take up most of your time. But yeah, Zip is freaking awesome.
I'm waiting on a commission right now for someone drawing my Blebsona, but with solar bear fur.
Oog! I actually don't know what else to say. I don't hate this guy. They are pretty chill and all. They're the big prankster and stuff. But I don't know if it's just me, but you barely see this guy, like, anywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure they just idle in front of the principal's office forever. Well, they actually go to the cafeteria, so never mind. So, I guess they're okay. Pink! She actually is important. There are multiple assignments involving her, and she has a very memorable social quest where you have to help her and Liton, but, like, nobody cares about Liton. With the yearbook, Pink is one of my favorite characters. I also like Prax. He probably makes NFTs in his free time. Anyway, despite not having a social quest, he does run a bake sale in the giant lobby area, as well as having multiple assignments. So Prax is amazing. See his Prax bucks? Yeah, these are badass. Finally, Zanesha. What the heck is this name? Zanesha? Yeah, she's important? Question mark? I mean, she does have a cool character of her acting like a detective, but she is hardly in any classes, and while she has some assignments, she doesn't have a social quest, so again, she's alright. Oh, and if you're wondering what I meant when I kept saying assignments, I meant how many assignments there are that are dedicated specifically for them. For example, the first assignment was focused solely on Honk. Okay, now that you know every character, back to the story. Upon exiting the school bus thingy and heading into the hallway, you get to look around you and see all the damage the bus has caused. Well, it turns out a bunch of weird stuff was happening here before you showed up anyway. Asteroids crashed through, the intercom has been acting weird, and the principal was just hiding in his office. So it comes down to you to save the day. So now the story is pretty much do assignments, get credits, unlock more classes and places, solve puzzles, finish social work, talk to people, mess around, and open up the cafeteria. Well, it turns out the intercom won't open up the cafeteria until the Prismy has their task put in, which is definitely not legal. Nonetheless, even after getting enough credits, the intercom opens the cafeteria, but with lame healthy food. Ew! Who would want that? You're all gonna die by the age of 50. So now you have to take control over the cafeteria and feed everyone. And this reminds me of the chef job from Job Simulator, so it looks like Alchemy Labs has snuck Job Simulator into another one of their games. Now trust me, I haven't even talked about half the story here. Heck, I didn't even mention the strange thing under the bleachers. I didn't even mention half the classes either. In fact, one of the classes has a pet lizard thing, and another class is a band room. Similar to most high schools, Cosmonious High has 8 classes, each having multiple assignments, and more assignments you do, the more the story grows as well. This game is really interesting, so I want you guys to play it for yourself and find out what happens, but I can say that this game's story is definitely worth checking out. Now, is Cosmonious High a perfect game with no flaws whatsoever? No. No, it is not. After you are finished with the game, there's not much else to do. Sure, you can finish your social quest. There is literally nothing else you can do besides the cafeteria. You see, after you finish all the 10 credits in the cafeteria, then you can just go on for it forever, right? Similar to Infinite Overtime. The problem is, with Infinite Overtime, you got to pick 4 different jobs. With the cafe, you only have cafe. So guess what? It's like doing the chef minigame on Infinite Overtime forever and ever. That gets pretty boring, not gonna lie. So while I do wish there was more replayability and stuff in this game, that's pretty much the only flaw I have. Cosmonious High is a game that has beautiful aesthetics, great voice acting, great music. Yeah, I didn't even mention this, but the music for this game is great. Great gameplay, a great story, pretty much everything in this game is just amazing. And while I desperately tried to get this video up when this game was still on sale, I epic failed, and as you can see, the game is back up for $30. So, is Cosmonious High worth $30? Well, if you have played Vacation Simulator and you even slightly enjoyed that game, then yes. To me, this game was worth $30, and to the other people I have talked to, they also said this game was worth the money. So, if you want a good game that'll take you a while to 100%, then Cosmonious High is the best game for you. This game is literally what got me back into getting on VR, so yeah, Alchemy, I will wait for you to sponsor me, you know, with my 312 subscribers. But no, seriously, thank you guys so much for 300 subscribers, it means a lot to me. This was the most effort I've ever put into a video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, Cosmonious High, it's a great game. I wouldn't be making this video if it wasn't. I just don't feel like enough people talk about it. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!